welcome to Justice Tarot, where around here we focus on just us Libras, and I'm doing a special double Libra read. This is going to be for those who have both Libra Sun and Libra Rising. We're going to do a lot of that on this channel, get into very specific Libra placements. Everyone will get their turn, but I like this idea because it will give kind of a more of a personal read sort of feel because it's working with a much smaller collective naturally. So um, this is the one that wanted to come in. I got the memo on this. This is going to be a timeless read. And we're going to just establish a theme here to see what wants to come out. Okay, it's whatever wants to come out. That's what we're going to read on. This is for double Libras, Libra Sun and Rising signs. Libra native sun and rising, double Libra. Ooh. All right, your ancestors are wanting to talk to you, double Libras. This is a message from your ancestors that's wanting to come through tonight. The love and legacy of our DNA. So, some of you are connecting with a particular lineage of knowledge, of magic, of spiritual teachings. It will be different for each of you, but this is part of your roots that you are grokking right now, and it's awakening something in you. It's also sort of rewiring you on a physical level. You might start to experience some interesting physical phenomena in your body. It's sort of like you're getting a new circuit board. Okay, you might be getting some downloads, some downloads coming in, only they're more like uploads because they're being taken in from the roots up, right? A little different, kind of clearing the lower chakra channels. You might need to do some work around this just to better receive it. There's also this piece coming in, druid energy coming in very strongly, dryad energy coming in. This is about connecting with a tree, maybe to learn from trees, especially at this time of year when we have the fall season and all the leaves just so gracefully let go. There's a message here that's something about whatever you're releasing or letting go of at this time. It brings you into direct contact with your ancestral wisdom. Perhaps you're releasing a karmic cycle or something that has been almost like a pox on your bloodline. I got sort of like a generational curse breaker energy here. Okay, there's something you're lifting. There's something that's lifting, and it's bringing about a new sense of freedom within yourself, but also in the bloodline. And this is going to change a lot of things. This is going to create a lot of new growth on the path, growth that you don't see right now. All right, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and get, I want to get a super awesome future card. Now let's build this a little bit more, right? All right, ancestors, lay it on us. What is this message you want to relay to double Libras here? What do you want the double Libras to know? Libra Sun and Rising. What do they need to know right now? What are their ancestors wanting to bring on through? Some of you should really start to look into your genealogy a little bit. Maybe there's a lot that's kind of missing. You have missing gaps. I feel like there's some kind of awakening that wants to happen within you through you feeling more connected to a particular ancestral line. All right, so you might want to start doing some study. What did I just see there on the bottom? Yes, look, this is a key. This is a key that will open up a new door for you. I also feel like it will open up doors of perception in your consciousness. There's something about unlocking this that leads to a new opportunity in your life. You can't see this right now, okay? But you're about to go through an initiation, and the key you need to open this door to get through to the other side, it's found within you. All right. So pay attention. I feel like archetypal symbolism is really important for you right now, double Libras. You might have a lot coming up in the dream state or meditative states. You might be actually seeing things in your environment. You might be playing around at this time. And I do feel it's like play. There's like some kind of playful spirit around it. You're playing around with concepts of manifestation, how you can almost like make a game out of it. Okay. We see that there's something you're breaking up with. This could be a relationship. This could be a situation where you feel like, I don't want to be part of this cleanup crew. I'm not taking on something that, I don't feel is my responsibility to kind of contain. Okay. Maybe it wasn't always like that for you. I feel like that's you way off there. Maybe you feel in some ways sort of isolated, okay, because you had to pull your energy back, you had to go your own way, but you really just started feeling how out of harmony a certain energy was for you. And so you kind of felt this pull to go to calmer waters and more open vista. Some of you might actually be going somewhere over water. You may have the desire to go somewhere over water or to spend time by the water, by the Great Lakes or by the sea, maybe a shore you haven't been to before. I got that. Something about looking at a fresh view, looking at a fresh view. There's some kind of turbulence, though, that you're leaving behind, and it's bringing you to more of a place of stability. But I think that this is a situation where it's closing a karmic cycle for you, because in the past, you might have taken responsibility to sort of try to make everything work for everybody. And this is a case where you just made a decision from a logical standpoint of what made the most sense at this time in relation to a certain foundation or stability that you were building for yourself. So this is kind of a shift for you, Libra. And Libra is very much about wanting to keep the peace most of the time, but Libras are the archetype of the iron fist and the velvet glove. And we know when to kind of like be more steely, enter that place, more stoicism. Okay. So I feel like you double Libras are like sort of drawing a line under something. For some of you, it's a relationship, but I mean, it looks like there's multiple people here. So I have more of an impression of it's like maybe a way of life, a way of relating. It could even be different like views you've had. You could have had a real change in consciousness. Hmm. And you're letting the old ship go down, you're realizing it's like the Titanic. It's like the Titanic. It's like, yeah, all these grand ideas, right? All these grand ideas and all these grand views. But maybe these things, that were once dreams or once directions you wanted to explore, there's somehow there's it's almost like it's a tower, but it's like a tower that's happening internally. Like there's something that you're breaking with. And I feel like it's an emotional loop. That's what I got. There's like some subconscious territory where you were just kind of like circling around it for a long time, and maybe even like for 4 years, like a 4 year cycle. 4 year cycle, perhaps since like 2019, there's been some radical shift in your consciousness that I'm just getting just now. It's almost like a bridging point. It's like it bridged the gaps between time. It's almost like a bit of time hopping from a piece of you that was left behind in the archives of the past, is what I just heard. Now, for some of you, it could be a part of yourself you've called back across lifetimes, across dimensions for some of you, okay? Depending on your path, how you relate to that. But there's been some fundamental shift in your consciousness, how you relate to things, how you view things. Maybe this has left a lot of other people feeling destabilized, even as you're feeling more stabilized, because they don't understand this radical shift in consciousness. And maybe it's something that's not really able to be understood because it's more something that's awakening in you. I feel like it's awakening in you through your memory, and it's like deep, deep memories. It's like the deep dive into the subconscious, almost like Scorpio terrain. Maybe you're doing a lot of this work in Scorpio season, and you're feeling a sense of freedom. There's like this steadiness, there's this equanimity and this peace, while others may think that something looks really disarray. For you, it's actually just in perfect order. And there's this calm and this sureness about it. Very interesting message, okay? But you are in a physical way, there's something too. I feel there's proof of this. There's evidence of this radical shift as well. So there's something that is changing in how you're doing what you usually do in your day to day. You know what I mean? Like maybe you had a radical career shift or a radical shift in your love life. This could be um, just a whole new way of you sort of moving through the world. Some of you are about to get like some kind of lucky break to do something you never saw yourself doing before. And it requires you to really like break up with these ideas that you have about yourself that you can only sort of like achieve so much, and that um, I'm getting this piece of being overly invested in the failures, you know, overly invested in looking at what's gone wrong before, instead of really looking more at the piece of the ways that you were able to get really creative, or the ways that you were able to land on your feet nonetheless, you know, this comeback kind of energy. All right, so there's something here that needs to be looked at in a new way. You need to break up with these ideas, or maybe people that don't encourage, okay, that tell you that like you're sort of finished before you start, you know, whatever that may be. Maybe they think you have really unrealistic visions. Maybe they think that you have, you know, silly plans. Maybe they don't understand your soul's calling, but it's something that's rising up in you. Yeah, you know, we got the queen in reverse, you know, there is the hawk energy here. There's something here where I feel like this is the perception. It's the perception, hmm, that you're kind of upside down. Maybe people just really don't understand your view. That's what I got. People don't understand your view. They don't understand your perspective. Hmm. Hmm. Give me more on this. Give me more on this. That's what I feel it is. I feel like you're not in alignment with another, okay? And it's because you have a different perspective. But I think the perspective is that you're in alignment in a different way. You're in alignment with um, where you're being guided by like your ancestors, and like the different wisdoms, medicines, magics in some cases, you know, that are awakening in you from having this contact with your roots. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's something that's rising up in your roots. It's something awakening in your DNA. Yeah, this is interesting energy. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, okay, this makes sense now. So what we have here is the happiness, also in reverse, but it's kind of like heading up, sort of like heading out of this energy, and it landed right on top of the queen here. So I think this is sort of like you felt a little bit out of your element because everything sort of felt like monotony, you know? Maybe you'd let things get monotonous in some way. And perhaps because you were looking at something that was, you know, in relation to your past, like you were trying to solve some kind of riddle, you were trying to understand something, gain some kind of truth in some situation. I feel like you spent a lot of time like looking into that south node energy, you know what I mean? Doing that deep dive. And maybe it had become a bit monotonous. Maybe you got tired of like reviewing some situation. And I think you just said, okay, I'm done like reviewing it. Maybe people thought that that was really strange. People might not have understood how you could just like be like, okay, I'm done. Like, this is what it is. And, just sort of like moving on from it. They're used to the loop and they're used to a certain reaction from you. hmm That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. And so to you, you feel like a liberation from this. You're breaking up with the monotony. You're like, I don't want to have this same old experience all over again. Like, I'm done with that. You all can do that, but I don't want to do that. I'm not going to be loyal to that, man. I want to move on to calmer waters. I want a more open view. I want expansion in my life. I don't want to stay in this shit. That's what it feels like. But to the outsiders, like the cross watchers, it probably looks like you're not happy or there must be something wrong with you, because they don't understand your process. hmm And it doesn't mean that there hasn't been uncertainty, and it doesn't mean there hasn't been stuff you've had to look at, stuff you've had to confront, in yourself. That's a part of any kind of integration, any kind of healing. This feels like it's really talking about a healing process, okay? But it looks like you have some loyal people on your side. I'm picking up masculines, and some of you may have a dog. I got Ted myself, but um, there's support here. There is loyalty here too, and sort of empowerment and loyalty. And I think you're really starting to realize who's loyal to you, who you can count on, who you can trust. I think it starts with yourself, being loyal to yourself, loyal to what's true for you, understanding that, your truth is your experience, all right? It doesn't have to match what other people think, you know? It's okay to be true to yourself. And I think that you have, it feels like masculine energy. It could be like big brother energy. It could be, I got, maybe got some like lover energy around you, even ex lover energy around you, there's people here. It feels like masculine energy, that, they do have loyalty to you. Okay. It's sort of like it's an unspoken kind of bond. You know what I mean? It's like when you have people that like they got your back. You got people are looking out for you for sure. And you are going through this cycle right now. There's things that you're bringing to a close. Okay. But in every closure, right, there's also a new beginning, right? So I feel like this is a pretty deep process you've been in. Now, there's this card here, it's face down, and it came in crossing. So this is sort of like your crossing energy right now. Yeah, you're preparing to go for the ride, okay? And I think it's going to be sort of a wild ride at that. I think you're looking for this place called home. Some of you will be moving, some of you will be moving into a bigger home. Okay, that's interesting. Look at it's the 10 energy again. All right, so there's something coming into alignment, a new vision for your future is coming into alignment. There might be travel in association with this, okay? And I think when this comes in, it's an opportunity, all right? It does involve like some kind of travel. I feel it's part of your North Node activation. There may be something in relation to your work with this, all right? And it could involve signing some kind of contract, might even require a physical move, all right? I do see like getting bigger digs, more space for yourself, feeling like you're at home. It might look unusual to other people. I have to say that, all right? Or they might question the ways that you're going forward because they don't get it. I don't think what you're doing is formulaic at all. I feel like there was a time maybe when you didn't want to like fairly squat, blah, 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 blah. Look, I can't even have been a time when you felt you couldn't even really like square this up? Oh God, how am I trying? I can't even say what I want to say. Face this squarely. Okay, let's just say I think that just kind of goes to talk about the kind of trip it's going to be. All right. There's not going to be a way to really define it. It's sort of undefinable. And there's a little of absurdity in it too. I feel that. There's kind of like you're on a wild ride, man. And it's because you're feeling a sense of daring and adventure. I mean, you're the rider. You're the rider, and you're not moving forward slowly either. Very, very fast and powerfully. Once this dials in, all right. So look for this to start to develop pretty quickly. I feel. 28th of the month may be very significant. There might be some kind of news that comes in around this, around November 28th. Could also be that on the 28th of December, you're actually moving forward with this thing. Okay. I do see some kind of like some kind of travel, hmm some kind of opportunity. And it looks like, new home, more space to be. hmm You might be exploring. It's got a dark moon energy here. So the new moon will be pretty significant. I'm relating this to like Sagittarian energy. Okay. I just pick it up because the ostrich, its medicine is very similar to horse totem. You might have a strong Sagittarius placement in your chart. You might be dealing with sort of themes that that house rules over. Sagittarius's house rules over. So this could be about, things that opportunities that come your way that lead you into expansion. Mhm. It might be out of the ordinary. You might have to really like think outside of the box. I feel like there's some humor. Like there's going to be a lot of connection points in this. It's sort of aha moments threaded together. I feel like it's going to start like this chain reaction. Very quickly, it will all dial in. And it looks like you're moving forward in a new way and you're going to have quite a story to tell about it. And just drinking it in, seeing if there's anything else that wants to come through there. Some of you may be meeting a zookeeper. I don't know what that's about. Or somebody who does work on safari, something along these lines. Maybe some kind of like outback adventures or something like this. You might be invited to go on something like this, participate in something like this. I don't know what that is, but that was kind of sticking there. Oh, I automatically am reaching for these, so I guess we're going to go into the wild cards here, all right? See what they have to say. Tell me about this adventure. It feels like it's an adventure. It leads to a new way of living in a brand new chapter, okay? I feel that very strongly. You really have to be kind of bold to take this. You have to just face your fears head on. I think that's what I was trying to say. Maybe you've been kind of like skirting around it up until now. Maybe you gotta kind of like face something squarely, but you've been like kind of like, oh well, I'll get to that later. It might be a pretty big bold leap that you have to take, but I feel like you'll know it when the time comes because you're going to feel like your inner compass is totally dialed in. It's sort of like you got to wait for the door to be presented. That's what I feel. But in the meantime, there's something that you gotta learn. You gotta integrate something from your ancestral bloodline. It's something that your ancestors want to teach you in order for you to have the key you need to be able to open that door. This feels like an initiatory gateway to me. That's what I'm getting here. You're about to go through some kind of initiation. Tell me about this initiation. Tell me about this initiation. What do you want to tell double Libras, Libra Sun and Risings about this initiation? Provide some more information about this ancestors. It has to do with a wish gone wrong, okay? Oh man. Something that was blocked in the past, something that didn't come to fulfillment in the past. So think way back. This is something that you wanted to see happen a long time ago. Could even be from your childhood, all right? But some opportunity is coming your way, and maybe at an unexpected time, maybe at an unexpected time in your life. Like it's strange to be this age and have this opportunity, but it's the fulfillment of a wish from the deep past. I feel that. For some of you, it's like the reawakening of a past life dream that was never fulfilled. Ooh, that's an interesting message. And you're going to receive this fulfillment, this go around, and you're about to head on that journey. It's just the start of it. Tell me more about this wish that was blocked, this wish that didn't come through, and this adventure. What is this about? What do Libra suns and risings, double Libras need to know about this? Give us more insight on this. Okay. There's some big, bold action you're going to take for sure. You got an ace of clubs as you're crossing energy. There's some kind of action you need to take. There's some kind of action you need to take to free yourself from something. I feel it's like free your mind. It's freeing your mind. It's almost like there's some kind of breakthrough you're going to have. That's what I get. It's some kind of inspiration that comes in, and it's going to make you realize that something is possible that you didn't think was possible before. Okay. Tell me about this. Tell me about this. What is this breakthrough spirit that creates a sense of freedom? What is this? You're going to take some bold action that frees you, but it feels self-imposed. What is this? We got King of Clubs energy coming in here. Fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. This comes in with the Two of Clubs, also in the light. We got the Joker in reverse in the light. All right. And we have the Joker in the shadow. Look at this. Okay. Monetary peace here. We have the Six of Clubs in reverse in the light, the Nine of Clubs in reverse in the light. Oh, oh, I get it. Oh, it's payout time, Libras. It's payout time. Something that was due you is coming through. Okay, so check this out. So there was some kind of gain that you were supposed to receive. It looks like monetary gain, okay? Because we got this Joker coming in the shadow, and there's this, money piece around this, right? But there's a little divine play coming in here with this Joker in reverse coming in the light. I feel like this energy is now sort of it's making its way around that wheel of fortune, and now it's on the upswing, okay? So some energy is being reversed. This is something that was blocked. This is something that was blocked. It was also potentially blocking some kind of opportunity to work with somebody, okay? Potentially working with a King of Clubs. We got diamonds out here. So this is very like practical, financial, investment kind of energy. It could be like investing in something that's a creative project or something. This could be your work. This could be somebody wanting to invest in your work. This could be you really like owning your fire, taking strong action in relation to your work or your investments, your creations. Okay. This was blocked though, because we got the 3 of diamonds with the ace of diamonds, both in the shadow. But what's happening here is now there's a new view. You're finding a way forward where you couldn't see a way forward with the king of clubs and the 2 of clubs in the light. And now you got something to work with the 8 of diamonds. This is really positive energy. There's also somebody who really wants to work with you. This could be a fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that maybe wanted to, present this opportunity in the past, but in one way or another was somehow blocked from doing this. There's a little divine play here. And I see that where you maybe have felt very sort of like guarded with this person, because we do have the 9 of clubs here and it's coming up in the light. I see you letting your guard down, all right? And it leads to some kind of recovery of some sort of, victory that you were supposed to receive, some kind of success. This is good energy. Something's being turned around here. Ooh, all right. Tell me more about this. I want to know more about this, Spirit. What else do you want us to know about this? What does this victory look like? What does this victory look like? Give more details on this. What is this that's coming in? What is this new view for the future that's coming in for double Libras? Intriguing. Ooh, more light energy coming out. I like to see that. I like to see that. What's that? Ooh, okay. I love how that came out. Let me show you. Okay, so we have these came out, these 2 light cards came out, and they came out as crossing influences. So it's like the energy that's working for us with it coming out in the light. And then we got a shadow card and it fell on all of this past energy here. So I'm really curious. I feel like your ancestors are helping you with this. Whatever this is, they're helping to remove this blockage. Some of them may actually be like pulling something out at the root for you. They might be doing work. They might be doing work on you. They might also be guiding you in how to do this work. Like they might be guiding you to take in certain herbs or to do like a certain kind of spiritual bath, or they might guide you to do certain kind of exercise, just something along these lines. I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of information about this. What is this shadow card that's covering this? Yes, it's the ending to it, something that was hidden. Okay. I think this is something, like I said, it was like something that needed to be lifted from the bloodline. It was like something that was acting like a block, a block from you being able to manifest your way forward. Okay. There was some kind of block in place. I think it's a block that's also like a psychological block. It all depends on how you look at it. Some people relate to things very um, etherically, spiritually, metaphysically, and then other people look at things more from a psychological standpoint. This is like, I feel like the block was internal and there's some kind of insight that you're getting. There's some type of like symbol. There's some type of symbol that's going to come in for you. It's going to become like a meditative focal point for you. And something about this symbol is something that um, you'll understand it when it comes. It's a key. It's a key to you being able to activate your ability to actually manifest your visions. You're ending this old energy. What was blocking you before is being moved out of the way. And here's what you got. Yeah, you have moving forward very quickly. Something works here. Okay, this could be in relation to your work. Something works here. This is moving forward very quickly. Okay, with the Jack of Spades coming in with the 3 of diamonds there, both in the light. All right, so if you felt blockages around your work or just getting something to kind of like actually get some traction or to see some growth in the area of finances, something along these lines. It's clearing up. You might be doing work around um, sort of like your view on abundance. You might be realizing that you've had kind of like a scarcity sort of consciousness. This could have been related to, your past, your roots, your upbringing from when you were younger. There's something you're overcoming. You're breaking up with this. There's been a breakthrough. You're seeing things in a new way, and it's starting to really work. I also feel like there's this desire to get outside of the box, You're probably going in a very unanticipated direction in terms of your career, and you're just letting yourself be guided. You don't want to do things sort of in the way they've always been done. You just want to have it be more of an organic experience. It may seem a very unconventional or risky way to move forward, but it works. It works because it's sort of like it aligns you with the people that resonate with you. And that's what you're looking for. Like people don't often consider that. Then when they sort of just like adopt the formula, then you draw people to you that don't really get you, right? Because there needs to be this real genuine connection to the work you're doing to uh, definitely tap into that flow of prosperity. And maybe it took you a while to figure this out. Maybe there were some things you were needing to learn, but you've had some kind of breakthrough. You've had some kind of insight, and it might have been inspired by a reversal, and it's giving you a new way forward. But there's something that's wanting to be brought forward through your ancestors now. And I feel like it's in something that you're supposed to create or something you're supposed to establish. And it looks like there's finances in the frame here. Mhm. For some of you, you have an ancestor that left you behind something that you never received, and you're actually going to receive that blessing now. And it may come in a different form than it was originally envisioned by this ancestor, right? But there's like some kind of balancing out that's going to happen there. I feel like you got your ancestors pulling some strings. There's angels on the outfield. That's what I just heard. All right. Tell me about what's on the other side of this. Okay. There's some energy here. There's some shadow energy here. About this shadow energy. It looks like we need to look at this. This is like something we need to be aware of. This looks like, it's time to really stop processing something that was really heavy for you. I feel like this is like a burden. It's time to just like release that. Um, this looks like this has been cast into the shadow. I feel like you're ready to just move forward to energy that works. You don't want to stay trapped in the past. You don't want to stay in situations that just feel out of balance. I think that maybe you were really hoping for healing, you know, and maybe you thought that healing looked a certain way. And then you realize that healing starts with you just letting go, and you let go and you were willing to go your own way. And all of a sudden it's like, whoa, this actually works. That's what I got. It's kind of an interesting energy. Okay, tell me what's up ahead after moving beyond this, just having that release and letting go of the old energy. What comes in? What comes in for double Libras on the other side of this spirit? Ooh, you're throwing some other shadow stuff away there that went down on the floor. This might also be something that you need to be aware of, like a potential blind spot. Ooh, yeah, I mean, there does look like there's some pain here, okay? It runs really deep. It's in the shadow. I said it could be your blind spot. Hmm. Could this be feeling feeling compassion for another's pain in a situation. Huh. Tell me about this three of spades in the shadow. Because it's a blind spot. It's a blind spot. More shadow thrown away. Like, oh, okay. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so this could have been something that you released or you're separated from. Could be a Queen of Hearts in the shadow, water sign energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could have been somebody that maybe you felt was causing some problems with this healing that you were wanting to have. All this energy is coming out together. The Three of Hearts with the Three of Spades with the Queen of Hearts. That could have been the wish for healing that was blocked. You know what? I don't think that this is a matter of being overly compassionate. Again, sometimes 41:41 on the clock, you have to allow a change to happen and you have to allow for the tower to fall and you have to just sort of be at peace with it and just trust that things will flow and turn out the way they're meant to. I don't think you need to take on a sense of being overly compassionate for another, especially if you feel like you needed to get some space from this energy. There's something that Pima Chandran said once. She said, if your compassion does not include yourself, it's incomplete. And I think there's some piece here that's coming through. Oh, yes, look at this. The King of Hearts in the shadow, too. Look at this. Look at this energy. This Queen of Hearts is still coming after this King of Hearts, but he's looking in another direction. This could be a couple, too. Ooh, this could be a couple, too. This could be a team, a dynamic duo. Maybe that, I don't know where this came, wanted to teach you a lesson. What? That's what just came through. Wanted to teach you a lesson? Why? Why? Why did they want to? I know that's what the message is. Why did they want to teach Libra a lesson? Why did they want to teach double Libra a lesson? What's this about? They wanted to throw you out of balance. Why? Why did they want to create imbalance for you? What's that about? This is an interesting energy. Why did they? It's like somebody wanted to create imbalance. Ooh, it comes out with the Five of Spades in the shadow. Yes, this is like a betrayal energy. This is intentionally wanting to cause some kind of imbalance in somebody. Why? Ooh, all shadow. Oh. Ooh, this is getting juicy. I do want to say this is what's coming in for you. All right. It's faced a lot of blockage, but there's something that's coming in for you. It's coming back around. All right. I feel like all this energy is in the process of coming back around right now. What is this shadow energy? Yep. 9 of Clubs. You had to block some energy. You had to block some energy. You knew you had to block some energy. You felt the registration of this energy. There was some kind of betrayal, something that was done that caused an imbalance in this situation. You blocked energy. And now it's like, it's like, it's like these people are coming. You're like, I'm off in this direction. Do, 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 do. It's like, you're kind of like, you already passed them. They don't realize that. They're, they're heading the wrong way. You already have timelines. That's what I feel it is. They're going back. It's like they're still on the loop. That's what I got. It's almost like you jumped ahead in time. You said, I'm not staying on this track. I'm not going to continue to travel these old loops anymore. Like, this is done. Like, I'm ready to jump into that expansion Some of you may have actually hopped timelines, okay? If you work on that level, if you're out there Merc riding. Some of you may have just made such a radical shift that you said, that's it. They're still kind of traveling back in the past and they're missing you. You're heading in a new direction. Whatever was supposed to come in for you, it's coming in for you. So this is a very interesting energy. Again, fire sign energy. This is like a player kind of energy. This is a bit of a shady kind of energy, you know. This is somebody who would like try to D you down just to like take advantage of you. Like they think that they can work you like that or something. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. Why? It has something to do with your stability. It's got like conquest energy or just, wanting to have an effect on someone. Interesting. Tell me more about this. This is funny to me. Tell me more about this. I wasn't expecting this. Oh, I didn't even look at this over here. Yeah, they were trying to cause imbalances and trying to slow things down for you. How are they doing that? I want to look at this here because we got Jack of Diamonds energy, also in the shadow, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person's feeling really disappointed in this situation, okay? Coming in with the 5 of Hearts here. Maybe this person feels like they were thrown out of the loop. They didn't know what this couple had planned, and they kind of got pulled into the fray of this. And they realized that, they really got slowed down in this process. There's something this person regrets here. They're all moving in the shadow. They're all heading in the same direction. They're all heading back to the past. You're not there. Isn't this interesting? This is really interesting energy. Yeah, I feel like you're in this energy right here. This Queen of Clubs energy. You've used your fire like to bring this into balance. You burn through that karma. You burn through those old bridges. You don't need to cross those old bridges anymore, going over, the same old ground. Why would you want to go over the same old ground? You got like that fool energy, that adventure energy, the rider energy. You got the ticket. You're going for the ride. This is like karmic balance energy. You also may have a strong fire placement in your chart. That's possible. Okay. Maybe you're independent right now. You're independent, you're balancing things for yourself. Okay. Maybe that's the thing that balanced you out. You could also be dealing with the fire sign energy. Somebody that, sees things your way. Okay. That's an interesting piece to come in. You share a similar view. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But there's somebody in the fray here. And we got earth sign, water sign, fire sign energy all operating in the shadow in this situation. And then we got, this is like a blocking energy here. It's coming in like this. Okay. So let me see what this is. Yeah. They are trying to block this healing. Wow. It doesn't matter though, because it's coming in. Let's do a cut of the deck energy. I'm being told to pick up the angel cards, okay? Yeah, look at this. We got the 2 of Hearts, all right? There's a crease here, so we know this thing has been held up. There's been something that's been acting as, a dividing line in this situation. It could have been a particular line, somebody was walking a particular line. Maybe they were straddling the line too long, and they had to like finally pick a side. Interesting, you know. Maybe they were battling between their head and their heart. Okay, I could see that too. But it feels like there was some kind of separation in this situation. Could have been timelines for those of you who work like that. All right, what's on the other side here? Yeah, this thing with the Four of Spades, like it was held back for a long time. But Eight of Clubs, all right, coming up in the light, it's going to move forward really quickly. Within the next couple months, by the end of this year, you're going to have forward motion in this situation. You'll know what this is about. This individual is going to approach you. Jack of Clubs coming up in the light, all right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, all right? Could be coming through, feminine that illuminates something, or this could be you moving forward with passion and purpose, and you move towards something that brings you into union where there was some kind of like division. And this could even just be division within yourself. Maybe you just weren't in the place where you were ready. You were ready for a love relationship. Like you weren't even thinking about that. It looks like there's a lot of focus on the finances and stability opening this up. But I feel like within a couple months, something's going to happen. Something is going to be like coming around. This energy where you were blocked before, it's swinging back around and you're recovering some kind of lost opportunity. But it may come in a different form than you expect. I keep getting this, all right? So be open minded. Just see what this is. Don't try to pen it in. I'm gonna pick up the angel cards here because the angels want to give some information about this piece here. Whoa. All right. Oh, there's another card on the ground. That's interesting. Oh yeah. Yes, it's what's on the other side of this ending you experienced in this letting go. Something is coming through. This is the light that's going to break through. This is that Page of Swords energy in reverse, okay? Coming in with Six of Swords in reverse, the Moon in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse. Okay. So where there was confusion and there was a moving away from something that was caused perhaps by a Page of Cups, water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, operating as a Page of Swords in reverse. This can be sort of like somebody interfering behind the scenes, causing problems, causing confusion. This is coming back around. And what was, blocked, there's going to be a new beginning in this situation. But I feels like this is like some kind of karmic cycle that needed to play out here. That's what I got. Knight of Cups, bottom of the deck energy. Here comes the advance and the emotional opportunity. Perception and revelation, discovers hidden treasure, reveals secrets of nature. Hmm. Yeah, spend some time outdoors, okay? I feel like this is one of these kind of like energies. It's a musing energy. There's a lot of pieces that are kind of come in for you on the more like higher consciousness level. It's like the more that you can create space to be still and quiet and just surrounded by the elements, the more you'll be able to hear the guidance that wants to come through for you right now. You'll know what this is. By the end of the year, you'll know what this is. But it's sort of like this is like almost a spiritual balancing of the scales in this situation. There was some fundamental like um, spiritual work that needed to be done or undone in this situation. Okay, there could have been a lot of spiritual work done in this situation. There could have been a lot of people throwing around spiritual work. Maybe a lot of you walk these paths. Okay, that's possible. There could have been some misfires. I just heard that. All right. It seems like whatever karma is attached to all this stuff is being sorted out, balanced out. And something that was blocked for you before, the blocks are lifted. Okay. This is interesting. Maybe you undid something, that was blocking you. Okay. We got the Fool. You're definitely going on this new journey. It says will and new beginnings. Assist with difficult and great undertakings. Yeah, I don't feel like you're going for anything little here. This is like the whole enchilada. Might be a very pivotal point when you're taking this strong action with the Sagittarius new moon that comes in. Trying to remember the date that that Sagittarius new moon comes in. I think it's on the 12th of December. It comes in after the Gemini full moon that closes this month. There's some kind of communication that comes in with the Gemini full moon. All right. And if you're seeing this at another time, that archetype symbolism might just speak to you on another level. Okay. So don't be attached to that. But people who catch this as I release this, the Gemini full moon coming in, there's something significant about that, that some kind of significant communication comes in, maybe in relation to this matter. And I see you taking some kind of bold action with the Sagittarius new moon. I believe it's on December 12th. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Cups in reverse. You're going to decide not to work with something. Okay, I got that. You're throwing this away. You're throwing something away. All right. You're going to decide not to work with something. This could be a complete restructuring. You're realizing that to continue on in a certain direction is just going to be more disappointment for you. You're not willing to invest in this any longer. You don't feel like there's any need to actively work on healing something. Like in your mind, it's already healed. Maybe you've already done all the healing work and you feel like you extended the opportunity for, others to, bring forward their pieces if they wanted, and you have a need to move forward from this in some way. It says protection from weapons, safety, and travel. hmm There's like thrown away. Like you're just like there's too much volatility in a situation. There's too much animosity. I don't feel like it's on your end. I feel like you're like, I've thrown this away. It says intellectual talent provides knowledge, Eight of Pentacles. And this is in relation to some work too. There's something that you just felt at odds with some way of working. It could have been somebody you worked with, okay? There's something you're just deciding not to work on anymore. There's something you're tossing aside in relation to the way you work. Something's going to be shifting with that, okay? And then we have Nine of Swords. Purification. Protection from the impious. Okay, so whatever you're releasing here, I feel like it's working with a certain group of people or a certain person. Because the Four of Cups is usually like an offer comes forward to you. So this could be the communication that changes everything for you. You could get a communication coming in. Somebody's making some kind of offer. It could have something to do with your work, all right? Could have something to do with your work. And you're going to refuse this offer. You're going to turn it down because you realize that you are really desiring to work in a whole new way. There's something you're really breaking free from here in terms of the way you've typically earned a living or the way you've worked. And there's a certain sort of like almost rogue move you're taking here, right? Maybe you're trying to protect your intellectual property here. You might do some kind of teaching, something along these lines. There might be stuff you've written, writing did come through for you. So you might really want to protect this, and you might be mindful about, what you're signing away to certain, entities who may approach you wanting to make an offer. Oh, there could be entities attached to the people making those offers. Interesting message coming through there. Something about being mindful about this, okay? It's the right decision to purify yourself from that. Remember that when the time comes, because you're heading to some place that you're meant to arrive there. It's a big deal. Don't